Okay, so I should give you a little background first. Um, so the book is 20 Boy Summer by me, Sarah Ockler, and basically it's narrated by 16-year-old Anna Riley, and it is her best friend Frankie, who she grew up with, and Frankie's older brother Matt. They've lived next door to each other forever. The three of them were inseparable, and one Anna had never told Frankie that she was in love with Matt, basically her whole life. And last year on her 15th birthday, Matt finally kissed her. And so they had this couple of weeks where they were just really in love and getting involved together. And Matt asked Anna not to tell Frankie. He wanted to be the one to tell his sister. So she made a promise that she would never tell Frankie and that she would let Matt do it. Only Matt died before he could tell her. So Anna has carried this secret with her for the last year. The book opens a year after his death, and Frankie's family is going to go back to their vacation home in California for the first time without Matt, and they invite Anna to join them this time. Since he died, Frankie, his sister, has gone completely boy crazy, and she decides that this summer it's time for Anna to lose her virginity. So she makes up this whole game that they're going to meet 20 boys, and then Anna can pick the one. And Anna kind of goes along with it, just kind of laughing along with it, but she has no intention of doing that. She's been in love with Matt, and she just can't even imagine looking or kissing another boy or anything. And so that's kind of how the book starts off. So I'm going to read a section where they've been in California about a week. They've met a lot of random boys, but they've actually met two boys that they start hanging out with. And to Anna's surprise, she really likes Sam. And she's very confused about it because all along, she thought she would never, ever do anything to erase Matt's memory. And that's her main hang up. So this is a scene where Frankie and the other boy, Jake, have gone off on their own. And now Anna and Sam are alone on the beach at night. Sam slips off his sandals and leans back on the blanket with his hands behind his head. Lie back, he says. Trust me. I kick off my flip-flops and lie on my back like Sam, keeping a good foot and a half between us, lest a stray toe touch a stray leg and spontaneously combust. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I'm not sure, he turns to face me. I keep my face pointed up, focused on the stars. I'm not thinking about him. I'm not measuring the supercharged particles of air between us, willing them to become smaller and closer. I can't smell the boy soap and sea salt on his skin. I can't hear his soft, measured breaths or the beating of his heart opposite mine. What do you see? He asks. I tell him about the shapes I find in the stars, the all-encompassing blackness of the sky, a gray, smoky wisp of clouds backlit by the halo of the moon. Now close your eyes, he says softly. His palm is over my face, fingers closing my eyelids. Heat falls in waves off his hand and onto my skin, simultaneously frightening and exhilarating. Okay. He resumes his position on his back, leaving cold in the spaces where he touched me. Focus on all the things you can't see with your eyes, he says. I take a deep breath and try to concentrate on the task. I don't want to disappoint him. I don't want him to mistake my childish nerves for shallowness. Now tell me what you see, he whispers. Well, there's a fascinating view of my eyelids. That's not what I mean, Anna Abby, he says, his breath crossing the space between us to reach my ear. Tell me again. I take and hold another deep breath. In the darkness, I see the way the breeze floats over my skin. I see every grain of sand pressing into my back beneath the blanket, the crackling sparks of the fire sputtering and fading around us, the music drifting into my ears and into my heart from a cluster of people farther down the beach, playing guitars and singing and laughing. And I see the ocean, the sounds of the waves rushing up against the shore, only to fall back down again, a never-ending race. My heart is full, but I'm shivering. I open my eyes and look toward Sam. He's staring at me with such intensity that my whole body reacts to it like a magnet to iron, no choice but the natural order of things, moving closer, surprising me. I'm afraid something will break his stare, afraid something won't. Frankie and Jake have disappeared down the shore. The faint line of Frankie's laughter trails behind them like breadcrumbs in the air. I hear her far away, but it doesn't fully register. Nothing registers. I want to say something, but my lips can't seem to remember how to make words. You're shivering, Sam says, breaking the trance. Here. He sits up partway to pull off his hooded red sweatshirt and hands it to me. I pull it over my head, grateful for the soft fabric against the bare skin of my arms. As I pull it on, I'm instantly and uncontrollably overwhelmed. It's like Sam has wrapped himself around me, close and warm and safe. It's him, the smell of his skin and something clean and the smoky campfire, hot and familiar inside as though he's in here with me. Everything stops mattering. The cold is gone, time is gone, the ocean stops whispering. I turn my face to his eyes unmoving, and everything around me stops, suspended. Sam grabs hold of the front of his sweatshirt with me inside and pulls it to him. My arms move around him, his around me, and he kisses me, so hot and severe that I feel it all the way in my toes. We fall back to the blanket, and I'm outside of myself, twisting my legs with his to get closer, closer, closer. He moves on top of me, the weight of his body pressing me into the sand, kissing my lips, my neck, his hands tangled in my hair, then reaching under my shirt, and I'm floating, all the old, tired heart sickness evaporating, my whole entire heart evaporating. Anna Abbey from New York, he whispers. He's shaking, still on top of me. I move to unzip the sweatshirt and let him in, wrapping us both up, pushing him over and draping an arm and leg over him lazily. My head rests tight in the groove between his chin and shoulder. I breathe in his skin and hold him there, right in my lungs, where nothing can get to him. My whole life can end right now, and nothing else will ever matter, not now and not again. Moments later, Frankie and Jake walk up the shore, and Sam and I untangle. That's when I feel it, like trying to hold water, that old slipping away. The cold air on my skin where he pressed against me just moments ago, the smell of his hair fading from my breath, the gentleness of his hands gone. Sadness rolls over me like a wave, but Sam is still next to me, smiling. His eyes are content. His hand reaches to brush against mine. Frankie and Jake run up from the water, breathless and laughing. Sam moves a stray curl out of my eyes and kisses my eyebrow. I can't stop thinking about what he felt like against my body, against my lips. I can't remember anything else, anything before that. And I realize in this moment that I've finally done it, that horrible, awful thing I swore I would never do. The frosting, the cigarettes, the blue glass necklace, the shooting stars, the taste of his mouth on mine in the hall closet. Gone. All I can think about is Sam. Matt is erased. My whole body is warm and buzzing. Sam is smiling next to me, because of me, and I've never felt so lonely in all my life. So.
You hear the applause.
Thank you.
Corey is snuggling with his teddy bear right now. So yeah, thank you so much, Sarah. Are there any more questions or anything? Corey, comments? You want to just say thanks? Yeah, thanks. We look forward to following your writing path over the coming year, and have a good one. Thanks for joining us about the Vonnegut Library. Oh, I also heard you're going to put the petition on your website. Is that right?
Yes, I already put it on my Twitter and my Facebook. So I know a bunch of people, including my mom, she's always, the biggest supporter, have gone over and signed it. And hopefully we'll be able to keep spreading the word and get those books out of the locked, behind the secret curtain, locked box that they're in.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thank you. And thanks for having me. And thanks for everything that you're doing to spread awareness about this. It's wonderful. I love you guys.